Hello, good evening, everyone. This is Life with and this is Blessing. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. All right, let's talk about this hot news of Zamfara State governor going to a school and seeing the principal feeding these children with this. I don't know what that is. All I know is that I cannot eat it. No matter how hungry I am, I cannot eat it. Now, when this story broke, I was like, oh my God, what is this? And when I was going through the feeds that people respond to this, I found out that it's kind of like beans and something mixed together that they eat in the nut. I have never tested this before. I'm sorry if it's your meal, if it's a delicacy, I can't eat it. But let's even talk about this initiative. When did this start? When did this food initiative start, and what is it? Now, I had to do a little bit of research, and from what I can get from the internet and from what I could get from what people told me, the initiative started, the movement was launched in 2003 by Obasanjo's administration. Now, so it wasn't even Buhari that started it initially. So it was launched, it was kind of like a way of the government giving people, one meal, one balanced meal. Now, this is what meal that they're expecting. The picture above is the meal that they were telling us that the children will be eating. Balanced meal, okay? And it was first introduced by Buhari, by Obasanjo, like I said. So, but not many states actually followed up with it. So he gave them money. They did all this gara. Now, if you don't know, if you think when I say gave them money that it is small amount of money. Now, let me tell you how much is being spent on this. It is close to 6 billion. 6 billion naira that is being spent on 14 states. Now, this is in 2017. And the states were Anambra, Enugu, Oyo, Osun, Ogun, Ebonyi, Zamfara, Delta, Abia, Benue, Plateau, Bauchi, Taraba, and Kaduna. These were the first pilot states that this thing started in. And the first money that was actually appropriated for this was 6 billion. Hey, Naija. So imagine that this is how much that was being spent. Now, let me even go down to Zamfara State, okay? How much was being given to this particular state? From what I could get, Zamfara State gets 400 million plus. So 400 and something million. Hey, the way they call money, I'm like, my whole body shakes. So like the way they are calling money, I'm like, Jesus Christ, where is this money going to? And after getting this money, this is what the principal, let's even say that if this is 107 children, okay, 107,000 children, even if it's 1 million or 2 million they give them every month, this is too much. This is, geez, my head is, I don't even know what to say anymore. And this principal decides to feed these children with this. I've seen some other states, Ogun State children eating, at least even if it's not balanced diet, as in 3-course meal with fruit and everything, at least they're eating rice now and eating something that looks presentable. Not this poto now. Let's call a spade a spade. Anyway, what is free school meal? What is it really? When did it even start? I'll explain to you what it is or why it was introduced in the UK and some Western world. After the war, or after the Second World War, the World Health Organization found out that there were children who were not being fed. Like, the parents were very poor. They were not having proper meal. And some of them were in the streets. If you watch all this Victorian period video, you will see that there are some children who were, in the streets begging. They didn't have food. So the Western country introduced a compulsory meal system for children who are too young to talk to the social services. When a child is young and he's not being fed at home, especially when they are like 2 or 3 or 4 years old, they cannot really speak against their parents. They can't even tell the authorities what is going on in their house. And some of these children were dying. So what they decided to do was at least have a place where they can actually access 1 meal a day that is balanced. So that if they go home and their parents are not feeding them, at least they have had one balanced meal. There's some children out there whose parents are very poor, who they don't even can afford anything. Some of them can even afford, but they're using the money for drugs or doing some other thing, illegal things, and they're not actually using the money that the government or the system is paying them to feed the children. But the children are too young to tell their teacher or to tell the authority. So what the school or what the government decided to do was to provide free school meal for children whose parents' earning are too low. So it's not everybody that gets free school meal anyway when they get to a particular age. So I live in the UK. So what happens is that from your nursery to your year 2, you get free school meal. It doesn't matter whether your dad is a billionaire or a millionaire or whatever. You are entitled, is a right. You are entitled to free school meal. But when you get to year 3, that means when you're 7, 8, your parents start paying. Now, even though people have free school meal when they are young, when they are from reception to year 2, your parents can decide they don't want you to eat the free school meal. They can actually give you your packed lunch. So this is the idea. This is why free school meal was introduced in the Western world, okay? And apparently, Nigerians or Africans decided to copy it. I mean, they want to introduce. It's a good thing. For me personally, it's a good thing. But if you want to introduce something like this, it must be monitored. That is why in the Western world, they have monitoring, what will I call it? I won't call it agents. Let me not say monitoring spirit. They have people that regulate. You cannot give a principal money just like that. And you just say, okay, just do anything. They will embezzle the money. Africans now, we know that. We know that we can't trust people in authority with money. And the worst part is that we don't have whistleblowers. If this food was being cooked in anywhere in the Western world, we have whistleblowers. People will call the authority. People, who do we even call in Nigeria? If this kind of a thing is happening, who do we even call? Who are the whistleblowers? Which authority? Police is the highest place. But they have the system. They have people who are in charge to make sure that the right food are being cooked in school. And these people go around to check. But we don't have. It had to take a governor paying an unexpected visit. I bet you, if that governor's visit was scheduled, if that governor's visit was planned, the food that our children will be eating that day, in fact, they will have never eaten it in their life. It could have been like, Sunday brunch, Sunday lunch. That is the food that principal could have prepared for them. But luckily for her, it was an unexpected visit. Maybe somebody must have told the governor, we don't know. But the principal, met his or her Waterloo. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy that this happened. Because, let them be opening their nyash. Let's be seeing it. Thank God for social media. Thank God. I think the governor should not just end it by, he should sack this principal. This principal he's really a letdown. He's a disgrace. He has embezzled the money for the children and he's using it to drive Jeep or maybe build a house or feed his side chick. And this is what children are eating. Hi. People don't have conscience. So people are so wicked. That is why people's generation will be cursed and they don't know how their life is being affected. They'll be going to one church to another or one imam to another, asking God, why? Because of this kind of a thing, you have placed a curse on yourself, an unrevocable curse. There are some curses that cannot be revoked though. When you are toiling with people's destiny, it cannot. When you are toiling with people's life, children, you give them this to eat while you balance in your office and be eating chicken and chips. Oh my God, the kind of thunder that will strike all these people that feel as if they can get away with blue murder. God will visit all of them, I'm telling you. What kind of wickedness is this? When I was looking at the video, I don't know if you've seen the video, Sha. I'm going to play the video here for you to watch. I think I've talked too much without even showing you guys the video. Make you follow me watch this video and watch this, food and tell me if a normal human being will give children this kind of food to eat. Hi, oh yeah, follow me, watch.
He's supposed to come and see the hygiene dish. Responsibility. Kada ake zo bai kamata a taho a ce kana kallo ba ka rufe shi amma gudanar da okay sai a dama shi akan iyalan shi ko kuma yanzu ina son a dama sai ka shi. Yes.
Thank you so much for watching that video. What do you have to say about that food? If they give you that food for dream, no go wake up, slap the person, no go even slap the person for inside dream. If person attempt giving you that kind of food for dream, now to slap the person, that's what children are eating. And I heard that school is a well-known school. Anyway, my own be say, if something is worth doing well. If you're going to try to launch or introduce an initiative that is good, also put system in place to monitor. You know how our country is. You know you cannot trust people. So you must have system in place. You must have monitoring, people, facilitators, people that just drop in school until those things are put in place. My dear, people who cannot be bribed, who loves children, until those things are put in place, we're just, dashing people money, making them rich, all for nothing. I'm telling you. Anyway, that's my take on this. And I'm going to say this. People's lives sometimes are wasted because of the wickedness that they do to others. People have generational curses because of what they've done to other people's children. It is not fair. It's not right that a human being will be giving this kind of food to another person to eat. May God forgive us our sin. That's all I have to say about this video. What is your take about this? What do you think? Drop your comments. And please, 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 before you finish, help me subscribe to my channel. God bless you. Bye-bye.